thinking I'm just going to walk out, hand out some roses, spread some kindness. Super easy, right? What actually happened, I think maybe the word I should be looking for is more like fiasco. I had one easy job: film a simple video of me out on the street, handing out roses and positive message cards in memory of my daughter on her angelversary. That, in my mind, felt like the perfect video to launch my brand new channel that's going to be all about kindness. I was all ready. I planned it all out. I even designed a custom t shirt that I was going to wear on the day of the shoot. Until that day came, because I had a meltdown. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. Turns out I had somehow overlooked one teeny tiny little detail in my plans, and that is that I get totally discombobulated when I am talking impromptu to strangers. I'm talking about I'm that lady at Costco who gets all flustered at the door when the guy asks me for the receipt and I suddenly realize I can't remember where I put it. Somehow, though, I thought in my mind that putting on a camera and going out on the street and talking to strangers and video recording myself sounded like a great idea. Hi, I'm Catherine, if we haven't met before. I'm on this little mission where I want to prove that the world still cares about simple everyday kindness. Despite the fact that apparently on this particular day, my first video, my nervous system had either not read the mission statement or just secretly vetoed it. The reason I was really falling apart, and yes, it had to do with the strangers and the nerves, but it was even bigger than that. It was why I was making this video. It was to honor my daughter. And you got to understand something. My daughter, Lisa, she, unlike me, was fearless. And I don't mean in that way that moms think their kids are really brave. My daughter was utterly fearless. Before I go any further, I need to back up just for a minute to give you some context so that you could take a little glimpse into my world and what it was like being that kid's mom, so that you can understand why my paralyzing fear was so devastating to me. So here we go. Perfect example. When Lisa was 13 years old, she talks me into taking her to the Tampa Convention Center for some great big anime convention called MetroCon. Oh, and by the way, Mom, I signed up to be in the talent contest called Anime Idol. You know, where she's going to sing alone on stage, yes, in Japanese. First of all, she has never sung in public before. And secondly, I don't think I've even heard her sing a note since, I don't know, maybe kindergarten. This is how she lived her life. She would jump in with both feet and work out the details later.
Joe, I'm starting to get nervous. I'm watching the other acts and I realize they are all way older than her, like high school and even adults. She gets up on stage and she stands there and nothing happens. Finally, a voice backstage yells, "We're having trouble with the music." Now I'm really panicking. But her, no. She grabs that microphone like some kind of a rock star who's done it 100 times and starts riffing with the crowd. Hey, everybody having a good time today? The crowd erupts. After a few minutes, finally they tell her that her tape is broken and there will be no music, and someone from the crowd shouts, "Do it without the music." Okay, I am totally panicking now because it's a difficult song. It's in Japanese, and let's be honest, she's never sung in public before, and she wasn't that well prepared. Doesn't faze her. She just sings the entire song in Japanese a cappella
And brings down the house to a standing ovation and even walks away with the fans' favorite trophy. I don't know who gave birth to that kid, but she was the person that I was supposed to be honoring. And I was such a train wreck that I could not even get myself out the door to try. So instead, what I do is I waste the entire morning till like 1:30 in the afternoon talking myself in and back out and walking out the door. If I finally get up the guts to do it,
Oh
and
gosh.
about to
It's getting
pour.
kind of ominous out here. Dark clouds are rolling in, the wind is kicked up.
Why? Because duh, I live in South Florida and it's summertime and every afternoon it pours. Back in the house I go. Another hour and a half of hand wringing. Finally, around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and mind you, it's like 800 degrees out there by now, I get in the car and I drive to this beautiful park that's not too far away. And I start to calm down. I'm like, okay. This is a gorgeous waterfront park. People are in a good mood. Everybody will be happy. You'll hand out your roses. Take a breath. You're going to be fine. You started out a little rough, but you're going to be fine. Until I discover that there is not a single soul anywhere to be found at this park. Oh my gosh, it's 88 degrees out. I'm sitting here sweating my butt off. I don't know where to go now. How could this be so hard? I had such a good intention. I don't know, I might try going downtown, standing on the sidewalk. That feels really awkward and weird and super hot. And I'm gonna have to park far away in a parking garage and like find a way to haul my stuff to the spot. Oh boy. I I swear to God, I do not want to quit. But there's a part of me that's like, forget it. This is just a stupid idea. But I'm not ready to give up yet. I'm just not ready. Oh, yep. Sweat in my eyes. Sorry. So I drive downtown and I park in a parking garage. And yes, I felt as miserable as I look in this clip. And the saddest part was every ounce of joy that inspired this whole video was completely gone. I mean, pile of poop. At this point, I'm thinking, I am just going to make this stinking kindness video if it's the last thing I do. Well, you know what? God has this wonderful way of rescuing us in our darkest hour. I think I should probably mention about now that rescue almost never looks the way we want it to.
Oh my freaking God, are you kidding me? Could this even really be happening?
Yeah, my rescue was a lot more like an intervention. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, but this is like all it can take for today. Here I am at the elevator. There's my card. I'm ready to go. Like God was saying, okay, I think we're done now for today. I went home so defeated. I threw this stupid roses in the rubbish. along with my dream for the video and maybe even my dream for the YouTube channel because I had made some stupid plan that involved me going out all the time and filming in public. You know, just to make matters worse, this is my third attempt to start over on YouTube. So, what they say, 3 strikes. The days passed. And days turned into weeks. Finally, I wake up one day and something happens. I hear this voice in my head. And yeah, it's in my head, but not completely mine. I would know that snarky little voice anywhere. And it's saying to me, "Oh, you're just going to give up? I don't know. Is that all you got? You're going to quit because it was harder than you thought it was going to be?" Oh. I started to get mad. And then, just to twist the knife, I hear again in my brain, turning it into Lisa's voice. "Come on, Mom, just do it already. Do it without the music." You know what? That was it. I kind of snapped. I was so mad, at myself, of course. But I also had this moment of clarity. I had been away from it just long enough to realize what the heck? I had escalated and catastrophized it into this massive big deal. And what was I even afraid of, really? I mean, what was going to happen? Are the kindness police going to come and arrest you for handing out roses on the street? I mean, I realized how ridiculous I had let my brain, what it had turned me into. So you know what I did? I just decided right then and there, you know what? I'm just going to erase that first attempt like it didn't even happen, and I am going to give myself a do-over day. I was still a little nervous, but this time something had changed. The first day, I was doing it for Lisa, but this time, I was doing it because of Lisa.
I stalled at the start, too scared to begin. I told myself stories and let silence win. The weight of your memory felt too much to move, but love has a rhythm. It pulled me back to truth. So I gathered my courage like petals in bloom and followed the heartbeat that still leads me to you. You laughed, you raged, you shattered, you blazed, you lived full, you burned bright, you broke rules, you fought every fight. You couldn't see it through, but here I am today, becoming my mirror of you. Each rose in my hand.
My mom died 22 years ago, and this was like Marine. His name Marina.
Oh.
It's for you.
Each rose in my hand was a vow in disguise to keep giving forward what lit us